What's your name and what's your game?
My name is Benjami Cortijot. My game is Streetball the Mecca.
Is New York the mecca of street ball?
New York is the Mecca of basketball in general, so it's definitely the Mecca of streetball as well, yeah.
When do you think the Knicks will win a championship?
When Dolan gets the hell out of New York.
Do you think we'll see it in this century?
Century, yes.
Decade?
Decade, definitely not. Maybe 1 year we could pull like a Patrick Ewing, another Patrick Ewing, have the draft behind the curtain, make the Knicks the number one pick, even though they definitely shouldn't, and like we could pick up a bona fide all-star. Sure, yeah.
So did they scoop Patrick Ewing? Is that the story?
I mean, no, but that's the rumor.
Because like my favorite basketball player of all time is Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
And it felt like that ruined the Knicks championship chance. I didn't know both Patrick Ewing and Tim Duncan were draft steals.
I actually did not know about the Tim Duncan one. I know that
because it was like a lockout year and Robinson was injured or something, and they were terrible, and then they got the luckiest first pick of all time.
Exactly. But I know with the Knicks, it was this was the 1 year that they did the lottery behind closed doors instead of they do with the actual lottery where they pull out the balls in public. So the 1 year they do it behind closed doors, the biggest the biggest basketball company got the number one pick. So you tell me. Do
you have ill will against Porzingis?
No. I totally understand what happened. We parted mutually in my mind. Other people might think otherwise, but that's them.
Since Patrick Ewing, this is the best the Knicks have been that I can remember.
I mean,
maybe
last year.
I guess the Melo, the last Melo year was good, or there was that one Melo year.
Yeah, there was one Melo year. There was Linsanity. Linsanity was really amazing.
Talk about timing. Him crossing up all those old point guards.
Yeah,
he did Linsanity was against Derek Fisher, Steve Nash.
No, he.
It was
no, I remember he
didn't do that to Derrick Rose.
He did it to Kobe though.
Okay.
Kobe. I remember they had what was it? They had Kobe was interviewed and oh, what do you think about Lin? And he's like, who? And then Lin dropped a good 20 or 30, 40 on him or something like that.
Is Jeremy Lin in the game?
Jeremy Lin is not in the game, but Jeremy Lin is one of the inspirations for a future character that I want to make for sure.
So what's the game about? Other than street ball in New York.
I mean, that's what it really is about at the end of the day. It's really about the old school feel, the feel of old and one street ball mixtapes and stuff like that. I would love to see, once this game gets off the ground, people making Streetball the Mecca mixtapes. Is
that part of your TikTok strategy?
It will be. It 100% will be. But it's definitely...
Do you have signature moves? Have you designed nutmegs and...
This is exactly why I love this game, because every character is going to have 8 unique moves. Mm-hmm. Maybe some of their moves are the same, just with different hands. But every character will have 4 unique dribble moves with the right and 4 unique dribble moves with the left. So you could cancel into them really smooth. And I really want that is the main drive for me, is making that real smooth, making that real awesome, having literally trying to drop people and do a little shimmy on them, do a little dance.
Yeah, because I think that might be good for the challenges. Because if you had something to try and attempt in a game, that could get people to try and film it.
Yeah, I think it would be awesome. I literally just came from. If you don't know, we're at GDC.
2022.
I literally just came from a talk about user-generated content. That's one of the things that I was thinking about. I gotta have these guys do their own little shimmy, playing their own little dance or something like that, so that that when you got dropped, you know who did it.
That's an important part, and especially too because so many dances get appropriated in the Fortnites and all that stuff.
Exactly.
Having a user-generated dance feels the right way to do a gloat,
Exactly.
to be able to let them put in their own own stuff. And,
yeah, exactly.
So are you making this game entirely by yourself?
This is not entirely by myself. This is with the help of 2 animators that I have contracted, McKenna Green and Ty Chavez. They have both been great to me. They've been really helping out throughout the entire project. And I've loved working with them. So,
have you played basketball with them?
I have not. One of them is in North Carolina, so I haven't seen her since we started the project. The other one doesn't really play basketball, so that has been a little bit of a challenge. But I definitely am still up to play ball with anyone. I have 9 fingers, and I'm still up to dominate anyone on the court.
What's your play style? What are the players that your play style is? Maybe even like sometimes I aspire to play like Ron Artest and then end up playing like Hedo Chickerloo.
Yeah.
I think unfortunately right now my game is almost like somebody I never want to root for in Draymond Green. That's unfortunately the way I'm playing. I'm playing like an undersized big, doing a lot of passing, running the ball up when I shouldn't. What's your play style like?
Honestly, I think I am a little bit of Draymond Green. I'm not necessarily the guy who's going to be up in your face, trying to start a fight, but I'm definitely the type of guy. I was always the guy, for whatever reason, when people were doing the shoot-arounds, I wasn't one of the people shooting. I was the one getting the rebounds every time. So I legit have a knack for knowing where the ball is going to be, and I get a good 90% of rebounds that I go for.
That's important, especially in pickup and street ball.
Yeah, exactly.
The rebounding's underrated.
It's really dope. So that, and you always know I'm going to be looking for that nice little step back and fade away, you know?
Are you, how old are you?
I'm 24.
So it's was there no post game in your...
When I was learning, I was always told to do the post, but I'm 6'2", and if I were to go to college and play ball, I would not be a forward or anything. So I tried to distance myself from that as much as possible.
Are there any basketball players that have become popular that annoy you when you go to play pickup ball and you see that they're influenced by them? Mine are the Ball brothers. Something about when they came out, the kids started getting the haircuts and then throwing these full court passes that made no sense.
I definitely don't have someone with the haircuts and everything, but definitely Steph. I love Steph as a player, but everyone wants to shoot threes now. I remember specifically I was playing on court with a couple of friends, and one of my friends made a three, I made a three, and then the third guy, who has no business really being on the court, just ran up and went, "Let me try," and tossed up a three, and it's by some miracle went in. It's
What do you? Because one thing that's annoyed me about pickup and street basketball is the 1-point, 2-point. Point system, because it's unfairly benefiting the three that is already being taken way too much. What are you doing in your game?
In my game, it is the 1-point, 2-point. It's tradition, it's the tradition, but it's one of the first things that I put in. That's something that you could change however you want. You could make it all ones. You can make it 1-2. You can make it 2-3. It's we're giving you all the options. You don't have, if you don't like people taking threes, just make it everything worth one. No one has a reason to take threes anymore.
What's the up next etiquette in the game? Are you doing the people forming teams? Are you doing ordered?
Nah, this is 1v1. If you get dropped, it's just me and you. It's all about the player connection. My number one thing in every video game is the social component. So the fact is, when you have a good 5 people per team or 3 people per team, it becomes a lot less about us interacting. Even if there's an AI controlling someone, you can be like, it was that AI that ran over there for no reason. Nah. If it's you and me, there's only one thing you can say, and that is, you beat me.
No, that's cool, and you also don't have to deal with the camera angle problem, right?
Exactly. I definitely
you don't have to do the weird swoop around on the steel.
Oh my goodness. I know I'm weird, But I play broadcast. I do not. I refuse to play 2K specifically because of that weird camera.
What was the most impactful 2K of your 2K playing experience?
Definitely 2K11. The My Jordan challenge with all the the flashbacks of playing the flu game. All that
that
stuff.
was fun, especially trying to drop the 60 on the Lakers before you could shoot a 3.
Yeah, exactly.
That was oh god, this is difficult.
I'm really surprised they didn't do that when Kobe died. For the year after, I know kind of in poor taste and either way. But if you're gonna make a Kobe centric one, then I would do something like that, the 80-point game or something like that, or his final game, where he dropped.
I won a fantasy tournament on that.
Exactly.
That's cool. That's cool stuff. And have you, because you've been doing this game during the pandemic?
Yes.
Have you been able to do local multiplayer play tests and stuff like that, or?
I mean, I've only been able to do 1 or 2. It's really a shame. I don't have a lot of people in New York to play with like I used to.
There's people in New York.
No, there's people in New York. I don't have a lot of my friends who used to live in New York have moved out.
Yeah.
City's getting expensive, so. Yeah, I've only had 1 or 2 local play tests, and I'm still trying to get online working to a point where I think is good enough. You need rollback or something like that. Otherwise, it's just not the same.
Yeah, I wonder, because I don't know if this is true. Isn't the GGPO stuff?
That's open source now.
Open source now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
are you looking to do that? Because
I'm not an online programmer, so I definitely can't do it myself. If I were to do it, I've met a lot of people very recently that have been pushing me towards photon quantum, and it's looking like that's what I'm going to do. So I think that's definitely where I'm headed, because I need something built in that can do it, because I can't do it from scratch for sure. I know my limits at that
And it's
point.
also I don't know, it's exciting times as the world's opening back up. We're back at the first GDC since 2019 or whatever in person. You're going to have a lot of opportunity to show the game in person and get that fun. Because it is so fun demoing a local multiplayer game.
Yeah.
It's I don't know, it's a great time.
It really is. There are so many. That is the number one thing I miss in college, was having the local play tests, and just in my college, you specifically had to do QA testing. That was a course requirement, and legit sometimes when you finish the course requirement for the day, and people would come back and play it again and be like, yeah, I really gotta play this one more time. That is legit the best feeling.
Yeah, I remember doing that because I worked on this game called Horde, which was a dragon kind of MOBA, a local multiplayer MOBA kind of thing.
Awesome.
It was on the PlayStation 3 and the PSP Go.
Yes.
Yeah, it was before.
Just the Go, not.
Because it was not just the Go, but it was digital only.
Okay.
And demoing that at PAX was so fun.
Yeah.
And just having people come back, because people want to come back, try and set the high score. People want to come back because they're good at the game, and it's just I don't know, it's a fun, especially part of indie games, having the local multiplayer.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm excited to see that, because you're demoing it here or no?
I am not demoing it here. I wish I was, but it's nowhere near the completed state that I could demo it. It's a lot closer to alpha than it is to a demo state.
Are you emotionally prepared for somebody to beat you at the game?
Oh yeah, I am not the type. I'm not a sore loser. I'm the type who's Sifu just came out. I'm not the type to be to rage quit. I'm the type to be okay, that I need to fix that. I need to fix that. I need to fix this. And I was let's run it back. I need to I will take that in and think about it and be all right, I know what I need to change. And maybe those changes won't work. And after 10 times, I'll definitely be pissed. But it takes a good while for me to be all right, these are you've done shit that is that I'm done.
You got to figure out.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Well, thanks for being on the question bus. Is there anything else you want to plug?
No, just come check me out at bbcortijot.com. Hit
Any
me up.
social medias?
No. Honestly, just look at my website. I probably should have social medias, but I'm not on there like that.
Yeah. And they'll be on the website once you're on social media.
Exactly. Mailing
list? You got a mailing list?
I will when this uploads, that's for sure.